What up, corn dogs? It's Ethan with Meta Review. Today, being Friday, we're not going to do a review of a game. We're going to talk about whatever we want because that's what Friday is. So today I want to talk about the 10 things new PUBG players do wrong. Now these are things that I've learned from experience. I love PUBG. I don't claim to be the absolute best player, but I usually make it into the top 10, 80 to 90% of the time. So the first one is passive play is best play. And what I mean by that is, typically a new person, they'll be overly aggressive when they start playing PUBG. They'll drop into the school, they'll drop into the boot camp, and they'll get themselves in firefights that they're not good enough to handle. That can be fun. I enjoy dropping into very populated areas, usually to get warmed up. I'll do one where I'll just chalk it up to get yourself killed, be like the fourth person in the game to die. But no, if you drop into a hot zone, you're dead. Like in this video, you can see me dropping into the castle on Vikendi, and it is insane. You see all the parachutes open there as I'm jumping in, and all of them in front of me. Typically, I actually did survive. I actually took on, you can see here, I take on one guy and then reload and then come back for his partner. But that's just aggressive dropping. You basically grab a gun and just start shooting. And I made it out of here only because I killed those two and then another guy. The best places to drop if you are more of a passive player is to drop into places without names. Dropping into places with names, it's kind of more attractive, so people generally drop into the places that are named on the map. But if you see a group of buildings that's a little further away from the AC-130 flight path, generally you'll be all alone. Don't shoot at cars when they drive by. As you can see here, we're cruising along on a bike, which we were using it to get into the circle. And see that, these corn dogs right here shooting at us. Right there, you can see him right there, look. He didn't hit us at all. He didn't take 1 ounce of health from us because he's an idiot and all he did was smoke himself out. And look, we were able to just get away like it was nothing. And we were on a bike. So like literally he had no chance, and then we crashed right here, look. Shooting at vehicles, all it does is give your position away to the player you're shooting at. I didn't realize my cat was, I didn't even notice that my cat was right there. Come on. Yep, out of the shot there. There we go. The other part of being a passive player is don't take the shot if you can't secure the kill. That's a mistake that a lot of people make. They see a player, they're so excited about the kill that they just start shooting. As you can see in this video, my friend and I are up on top of this hill. If you look at like 30, there's a player running around there, but we knew with the guns we had, we could not secure that kill. So we just didn't. We just let him go because that was the smart choice. The second thing that new players do is they're not aggressive when they need to be. And this kind of plays off being a passive player. You have to be willing to engage when it's necessary. So if you look here, my friend is in this house and he starts getting shot at, and I hear him screaming for help. Here, listen.
Here we go.
So then I run over and I come through the door, and I knew at this point they probably had better guns than us. All I had was a UMP, but I knew that my friend was going to die. So then I put that guy down and my friend shot me in the back because he's a real winner. Part of being aggressive is not doing things like just holding one room. Now sometimes that can come in handy. So in this video you see me here, I throw a smoke grenade and I lock the door of the bathroom. So sitting in a room is basically a good way to get killed. Unfortunately, when you don't make the first move, you often lose the engagement. In this situation, as you can see here, my partner was already killed and I holed up in this bathroom. It's a bad idea, but these two idiots stacked up one after the other. So I literally just unloaded into both of them with my mutant and secured 2 kills. When the time comes, you have to be willing to engage. Like in this video, there's a guy on top of the hill and you see us here. They've got the better position, but we were more aggressive. And I came up with the shotgun, nailed him twice and secured the kill, and then was able to go get my buddy up. The third mistake that new players make is they will get to the center of the circle, find a house, and then just hold it. Problem with that is you always need to be scavenging. You always need to be searching. You can't stop looking for better weapons, for better gear, for better equipment, because the end game is coming. If you're going to play this way, you will almost always get into the top 10. And in the top 10, you can't be stuck with a pistol and a machete. You need to have something long distance, something close quarters, a good pistol, a good melee weapon, and a lot of health gear. Part of that is constantly scavenging. So don't get to the center and hold one house. Constantly be moving between houses and searching places. And it might mean you might engage, but that's better than getting to the end game because you're never going to get that chicken dinner if you don't have good weapons. Fourth mistake people make is they go for the drop. Don't go for the drop. In this video, my friend and I are up on a hill. He's got a sniper rifle and I just have a mutant. But we saw a drop when we saw a team head for it. And we just started shooting at them because we knew they were out in the open because they wanted that drop so bad. The fifth mistake new players make is they don't pay attention enough to the weapons they have. You always need to have a close quarters and a long range weapon. If you see in this video, after I start spectating him, my friend basically charges him. As you can see here, he switches to his shotgun, and he is the aggressor here. So you can see the other guy is actually cowering. And even though my friend is out of shells and he could have easily taken this kill, he was overwhelmed by the fact that my friend was rushing him. So when he tried to get in the car to drive away, my friend secures the kill. And just for the record, listen to what my friend said when he came around the corner.
Suck my cock!
Sixth thing that new PUBG players do that is wrong is they will get a vehicle and stay in it the whole game. Vehicles are loud, vehicles are obnoxious, and they will always give your position away. They're good in the beginning because a lot of times when you jump, you'll jump outside the circle, and if you can find a vehicle, especially like a truck or a Jeep, that offers you some cover, it's good to get into the circle with, but once you're in the circle enough that you don't need it, get rid of it. As you can see in this video, there's 23 people alive, but we are using a car because we're outside the circle. We shouldn't have been in this car mainly because of the driver. Watch this.
Okay, so that's a new
Jesus,
Jeep.
we are fucking.
Oh, here we fucking go. Oh no, we're going down hard.
I play with the A team, baby. It's the A team, baby. The eighth mistake that new PUBG players make is they run in the end game. When you are running into a circle with less than 10 people, there is always a sniper on a hill. There is always somebody watching for you. There's always somebody laying down in the grass that is waiting to watch you run in so they can kill you. Crawling is the only way that you will be able to get in and not get killed. Not only that, but when you crawl in, you have to do it in third person. So as you can see here, we are the last duo. There's one other duo besides us, and we are just crawling. You should only be running if you're outrunning the blue. And even then, if you're outrunning the blue in the end game, you're probably not going to get the chicken dinner. And honestly, while we're on the topic of crawling, if I'm not actively running, I am most likely crawling. If you look here, we're doing recon on the boot camp because we saw a few people down there. We were just wondering where they're going. And I hear footsteps on my right. And when I look, there is a guy right there. And listen to my friend and I crap our pants.
Footsteps. Oh my fuck, there's a guy right there.
Oh my god.
Unload. Do it.
So as you can hear, the reason they didn't see us was because we were laying down. And once they were close enough, close quarters is where it's at, baby. So we just unloaded and killed them. The eighth mistake that new PUBG players make is they clear houses in first person. And I love first person shooters. I am way more comfortable in first person. But if you want to be good at PUBG, you have to get used to third person. As you can see here, I clear this house on the left without even stopping. Third person gives you the ability to search a full room without ever being exposed to danger. The ninth mistake new PUBG players make is they're scared to use grenades. I can tell you I have blown myself and my teammate up multiple times with grenades. They're dangerous, and sometimes they go off in your hand if you cook them too long. As you can see here, my friend and I got into an engagement with a person inside this house. I throw a grenade and it forces them to go in and engage my friend. Now they shotgun my friend. And here you can see there's a guy at the top of the stairs. So I chuck a smoke grenade up on him, see that he's covered in the smoke, and then use the smoke grenade to my advantage. He throws a Molotov at me, I run through the smoke and secure the kill with the Tommy gun. Grenades are remarkably good. If you can get one through a window and there's somebody in that room, it's almost a guaranteed knockdown or kill. Same with the Molotov. The Molotov is amazing. You throw it in a room and the fire spreads. And the 10th mistake new players make is you are so excited when you get a kill, and I get it. Kills, like, I played so many games before I killed anybody. Problem is you cannot loot people in the end game. When you get a kill, you just gotta move on. When you're looting, somebody else is watching you. So as soon as you get below 20, or the circle's really small, don't bother looting. You should be prepared by that point. Well, guys, that is the 10 mistakes that new PUBG players make. They're mistakes that I made, that I've learned from, that I wanted to pass on to you. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, whatever. I post new videos every Friday and every Tuesday, usually video game related. We'll do a review on Tuesday, and then Friday is free for all. We basically talk about whatever we want. Feel free to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.
I'm going fast again!
Let's go for these red buildings.
No, fuck it, we're already going for the hangar, go for the hangar!
This guy's jumping in there right now. This guy's running in there right now. If we go for the red buildings, we'll be safe.
Oh, shit!
This guy's right there. Fight this guy. Fight this
No,
bitch.
you fucking...
Fight him. Fight him.
No, Jesus Christ!
Oh shit, he got a gun! He got a gun!
What do you mean, a bird?
Where'd he
Give me
go?
a fucking gun! All I got is a stun grenade! I'm cooking it! I'm cooking the bird! Oh shit, he's naked! He's a naked man!
I'm coming!
Oh shit, fucking bitch! Fucking
Where
bitch!
is he? What floor? No!
Oh no! Get him in! He's got him in the corner!